What's going on, Aries? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy. This is your Silent Enemies reading for the month of March. I hope all is well in the Aries community. Thank you guys for your love and support. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please, please, please help the algorithms of the channel and click that like button if it resonates with you or someone you know. Don't forget. All right, this is a general read, so take what resonates, leave the rest. You know, a silent enemy is somebody who is in your energy. So somebody you deal with on a regular basis. They may not even appear to be an enemy to you directly. It could be a family member, a friend, a lover, a business partner, anybody that you deal with on a regular basis. But you get a vibe about them, and you know, maybe you get it on more than one occasion, but you just let it go and brush it off, or you just make note, you know. But you need to pay attention to those vibes, because it could be putting you in a position where it's warning you of, you know, that something could be going on with somebody that you are close to, whether they have some personal issues going on in their life, or whether, you know, they have issues with you that they're not being upfront and forthright with. So it's just good to pay attention to your intuition, because that's what it's there for. It's there to tell you about energies that are around you that you may not be able to see physically with your eyes. You may not be able to touch it with your hands, but something is up. So this reading is designed to get you to start paying more attention to it. Now, whatever I get from this read, if it resonates with you, like if you had a suspicion about something and I happen to mention it in the reading, that's a red flag to you to pay attention and follow up and do some research. So you may want to just, you know, see what's going on with the person. Just have a chat with them, see what you can get, you know, feel them out. Like, again, you may find out that they're going through something, you know, and you're like, oh, okay, that's why they were acting weird. Or, you know, you talk to them and it's not really clear, or they just on some funny shit the way they're talking to you, and it may make you feel like, what's really up? So that's the whole purpose of this, right? Just pay attention to your intuition. So the first card that came out was the Queen of Swords. She came out in reverse, though, okay? The second card that came out is the Two of Cups. The third card that came out is the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords. Now, I'm going to read the energies individually, but, you know, if they mesh and merge for you all, then, you know, take it as such, or just take it individually, as in what does take it, what doesn't leave it. There will be an extended. The link for that's going to be in the box below, where we'll go even deeper. But, all right. See, I don't know if you heard that, but the window's open. It is it rush hour? It's lunchtime. Anyway, so this Queen of Swords energy in reverse here. This is an energy of, I feel like, I get an energy of, this is coming up as an enemy because there could be somebody around you who is not being honest with you. Your intuition could be going off, Aries, like crazy. That somebody's not telling you everything, or that, you know how you walk in a room and you could sense, like maybe you walk out the room and you sense that maybe these people are talking about you or said something about you, or you know how they get down when you've been around them and someone stepped away and then they start talking. Like, I feel like you might be feeling like people could be talking about you. And I'm not just talking about some just petty stuff. I'm talking about somebody close to you. Something is up. You could feel like somebody's hiding something from you or keeping something from you. Somebody also, on another note, somebody may be acting really mean and nasty towards you, and you may not know why. It could be because they got some things going on in their lives that maybe they can't share, or they're afraid to share with you. So it could be that too going on with someone. Bear with me while I move around here. So there's something that you may be being kept in the dark about, or there's something that you could be hiding from someone, or maybe you should keep your mouth closed about something. That's a whole nother thing I'm getting to. Some of you may need to keep your mouth closed about what you know, for whatever reason, or someone may want to maybe asking you to keep a secret. But it's showing up as a silent enemy because this could be detrimental to you in some way, shape, or form. I get it. I get something with documentation and paperwork as well. Like somebody's omitting something off of an application or paperwork or something like that. If you get denied or declined, it's because you may have left something off the application, and that might be why you're declined. So if you just filled something out recently and you get a decline notice. Just make sure you have everything filled out, or these people may come to you and say, I can't approve you or give you what you need until you apply, until you provide this additional information. So I get that too. Um, it could be a situation where a ruling could, it would, I don't know, if somebody's in court, something's not going in their favor. Something's not going in their favor, or I just get an energy of some type of documentation. Be careful what you're signing and what you're reading. I get that somebody could be upside down in the value of a car, okay, or it could be a house. It could be it's any major ticket item. It could be a couch too. Be careful financing couches. All right. It might be just cheaper. Some people, you got a couple $1,000s back from your taxes, or you just got a couple $1,000s that you put aside to get a sofa or a sectional, right? And say you put away $2,000 to do it, but you find this sectional you like and it's only 1,000, and instead of you just paying 1,000 in cash, you finance it because you may want to keep your money, to do other things with. You may want to spread it in other places. But I feel like if you finance it, if you stop and think about it, you're paying interest to pay something. So you're paying extra. You're paying more than what you should. So be careful about getting upside down in situations and environments that require you to make a payment where you could just pay the whole lump sum off and don't have to be exposed to interest rates. But some people prefer payments because they want to keep the majority of their liquid, they want to have liquidity, access to liquidity, you know. So sometimes that's why people do it. But in the end, it costs you more. But if you got a lot of money coming in, then, maybe you're not worried about that interest. But some people, they ain't got it like that. And so they just maybe want, well, I want to keep my money too, but it's going to be cheaper in the long run for you to just pay for it. Anyway, moving on. The Two of Cup energy here. So, okay, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but if you are, you may be giving a lot more to the relationship or the connection than the other person is. What could be going on is you may be too emotional. You might be too in your emotions, or you could be dealing with someone who's too in their emotions. You're like laid back, chill. They're like extra involved, and it's definitely an imbalance. So you do want to pay attention to that, whether that is you coming on maybe a little bit more emotional than the other person, or giving more emotion into the connection than the other person. Somebody may be wanting to be intimate with you, and maybe you're not feeling that, or you're not interested in that. So be careful. If somebody could be around you, they're not being honest with what their intent is. Their intent could be to get you in the bed, right? But I do feel like somebody's got some emotion here. I don't feel like it could be you. Maybe you're the one who's feeling a little. I don't feel like it's you though, Aries. But this is a collective read. It could go both ways. But I feel like you're the one who is, grounded in your emotions. Your cup is lower. This person is the one who's all in their emotions. They give in way more. But it could be that this is you. Could be why it's in a silent enemies reading. You're giving way too much. Your cup is higher. You got more. Well, this would be the cup is lighter, because if it's higher up, she's holding it higher up. Maybe it's not as heavy. Maybe that means there's not a lot of water in there. The water could be all here. So it could look like this person is giving more, but in reality, they could just be emotionally, be careful. Just be careful of your emotions with somebody in a relationship. Know where you stand. Be honest with whoever it is that you're in a connection with. Just have a conversation with them in reference to where things are. You may get some clarity or some truth with this Ace of Swords here that may put you in a position where you're like, oh, well, I thought it was something different. So maybe, you were misinformed with this Queen of Swords energy, and you have a conversation with this person and find out that maybe you're more emotionally involved than they are, and that could be something that you are going to have to accept the reality of, right? Or you could be with someone and maybe they want to back out. You could already be in a relationship and maybe this person wants to back out of it. Or maybe you're the one who wants to back out, but this is showing up as an enemy, so I'm thinking this is someone around you. So there's somebody that you could be giving a lot of emotion to, or this person could be laying it on thick, but they're fronting. So whatever, you may have to figure out what is going on. It just depends on if you're in a relationship and what's going on. Some of you could have been in denial about a connection that you were in, and you have, like I said, you have to accept the reality. Could have been past, could be current, all right, or this may happen in the near future. It's really good to watch these readings, like the silent enemies reading for February. You should be checking that out, because then you'll see, what really came into fruition versus what didn't, based on the last time you saw it and what resonated with you at that time. Maybe nothing in that reading resonated with you when you watched it, but now as the month has passed and you go back and watch it, maybe something in there will resonate now because you've already been through that whole time frame, right? So check that out. But this Ace of Swords energy, so this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Be careful of your thoughts and your ideas. Um, just be careful of sharing them with people. I feel like you should keep your ideas and your thoughts to yourself right now, right? It could pertain to anything, but you really have to be careful um, with what you're sharing as far as your ideas are concerned. Um, I do feel like you're gonna, again, I get an energy of you finding out that somebody may not have been honest with you, or somebody may be finding out that you're not honest with them. Oh my God, listen to these people riding past. It's springtime, y'all. It's spring again. But yeah, so this is what it is. But yeah, this Ace of Sword energy here, like I said, you got to be careful with your ideas and who you share them with. People may try to steal your ideas. Like if you have some type of contract, or you're in some type of competitive scenario or situation where you have the upper hand based on some knowledge you might have, or based on some idea that you come up with or someone introduced you to, it's very important you keep that to yourself. I see somebody, speaking of which, I see somebody maybe filling out paperwork for, or they should get a patent. I feel like you should fill out, you know who you are. If that resonates with you, then you need to get your idea patented. I know it's a process. It could take some time. It could take some years, but go ahead and get it patented, okay? Um, or what do you call it? Trademarked, right? Look into that and see what it is. Just look for a lawyer who will give you a free consult. Look for a trademark lawyer who will give you a free consult, right? And use that free consult to introduce them to what it is that you're doing, and find out what the process is like for the state that you're in, and maybe the state adjacent to you. You know, find out what your options are. So I feel like for some of you, that way you'll be able to make informed decisions. You're definitely in the dark about something. You need to do some research and find out more about what it is that you need to do. As far as contracts are concerned, again, be very careful with signing things without really um, taking in what it is that you are involving yourself in, especially if it's a large ticket item. All right. I just feel the energy of a contract coming to bite someone back in the ass. Some type of amendment that somebody didn't see, or somebody might have misread something. But also, there's just a matter of accepting the reality of a situation. For some of you, it might be difficult for you to accept the reality of a situation. So some truth could be coming to you, and it may be mind blowing to you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like what you do with this information is important as well. So be careful, again, what you reveal to people, what you let people know about what you're thinking, especially when it comes to contracts and legal matters. If you are going into business with your partner, I think that you should definitely consider everything that you possibly can before doing it. I would never tell you what to do and what not to do, but I think that it's very important that you consider everything. And if you're going to be doing something with a lover or a friend, I would recommend you get it in writing. Do not say, "Oh, it's all right. Oh, it's all right. I don't need a contract. That's my boo, or that's my sister," because something is going to go down for some of you. where you're gonna wish you had something in writing. It may not necessarily be anything adversarial between you and your person. It could just be maybe you two form some type of business, or you do something, and you may be working with another contractor or a vendor or some sort, and because you have the legality behind your name and you put a contract in place, maybe one person is like put the contract in place, the other person is like, don't worry about it, that's my family, or don't worry about it, that's my friend, I know him for years, we do this all the time. And now that you're in business with someone else, this other person is like, nah, I understand you've known him forever, but we need to track things and we need to put things in writing. I'm getting that for some of you as well. So don't, business is business. Take care of business first, right? And one good note to think about when it comes to business is plan for the worst. You can hope for the best and move forward because that's what we all do. But legality and contract wise, make sure you're protected, right? And plan for the worst case scenario in the event. Like, you don't think about, some people don't think about marriage as a business proposition, but for some people it is. So if in the event you sit down with your partner and you're like, okay, if in the event we split, what are we going to do? How are we going to handle this? And you both sit down and amicably agree on, okay, if we decide to separate, this is what we're going to do. Of course you hope it doesn't get to that point, but you set it up now so that it's fair for everybody. So that way when it gets to the end, you go by what's written and what's fair, so that, no matter what happens, emotions don't supersede and, intellect, and you protect yourself and your assets, something like that. So this is what I get for you, Aries. So if this resonated with you or someone you know, let me know in the comments, and please make sure you click that like button so that the video can circulate, and that helps to improve the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. A reading, if you needed one, is in the information box below the video, and the link to the extended will be there as well. So I'm going to pull like 4 cards for each of these and go into a little bit more. So if you're interested, make sure you come over to Patreon. It's only $5 a month. You get to see all the videos anytime you want, all the extendeds for them, and I also post like twice a month there. So again, $5 a month. So come support your channel, one of your favorite channels, right? So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the extended. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Later, Aries.